get into it. Get it. Wait. Get it. Period. All right, let's get into this reading. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Lenisha. I do tarot, I game, I'm a healer, light worker, the list goes on. All right, we're about to get started on some of these. Now I want to make sure, hold on. Okay. Make sure I take that out. All right. Let's go ahead and put on some music as well. Today is September 13th. It's a Saturday. It's currently 7:56 p.m. Thank you. Welcome to the team. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. Just gonna put on some frequency healing. I think I'm gonna put on some frequency. Okay, I'm gonna put on this. Welcome in, you guys. Hope everyone is doing well. About to first start pulling some personal cards that I created. August could be significant. Twin flames. Enjoying the moment right now. Right here, right now. Okay. Something about the skin. Whether it's itchy, something's going on with the skin. Alright, I do cleanse the space within and around me. I call my spiritual team to help protect this space. Any interference of these messages are not banished. I shall. Thank you. All right, what messages do we have for the collective, please and thank you? What messages there for the collective? We got old times, firm boundaries, overwhelmed, amused, haters. All right, so I feel like you're no longer, you may have set firm boundaries with a lot of people. You may have been overwhelmed. Okay, you probably set firm boundaries with people who are haters, energy vampires, right? This could have been people who you've had like old times with. I'm just getting old times, like people of your past or something. I feel like you could be finding something funny or entertaining. Maybe how your cutoff game so stronger, how you're setting boundaries with people. Then I'm seeing steady and calm. You could be in this energy or being encouraged to be. Of course, you have some haters. They're coming out in your energy, so maybe they're significant. Oh, okay, manipulator. Yeah, y'all had a manipulator in your energy. Somebody who was a hater. Somebody who probably made your energy feel very overwhelmed, okay? Like you could pick up on their energy. Your body will pick up on their energy. Look, health scare. Some of you guys, you could have experienced a health scare with one of these individuals, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe you just had a health scare. All right? I'm seeing confidential. Something is of secrecy. It's confidential. Maybe you're keeping things secret. You could be a singer. Let's see. Saying misplaced. Confirmation that you could have misplaced something. Or people misplaced their anger and energy onto you. We got difficult. Yeah. And we got Archangel Raziel, which is the angel of secrets. Angel of mysteries, keeper of all magic. The angel that was sent to earth to teach of nature and to share spiritual knowledge or laws. So maybe this can even be your energy. You could be an influencer, a teacher, or this archangel is working with you. Maybe you can resonate with this archangel because you're doing the same type of work that this angel has done when they came to earth. You could be very witty, funny, smart. The month June could be very significant. I'm seeing a cruise, boats, or ships. This could be metaphorically, if not pertaining to a vacation or whatever the case may be. Similar to your ships are coming in, right? Where life is about to feel more like a vacation to you. All right, or maybe things in your life are settling down. It's going from difficult, overwhelming to smooth sailing, right? Jail or prison is very significant. Tell me more about this jail or prison energy. Somebody that's brown skin, okay? A brown skin individual. Tell me more about this jail or prison energy. Wants to be your friend. So somebody in jail or prison, or whoever went to jail and prison, this person could want to be your friend. This could be someone who's brown skinned. Tell me more about this health scare. Private messages are significant. Tell me more about this health scare. Trauma bonding. Tell me more about this health scare. Maybe this is you connecting with people who went to similar things as you. You know, similar to like if you go to like a group therapy session, y'all, or like dealing with, what are those sessions called? When people, I think it starts with an S. Sobriety or something. Alrighty. So maybe you could be trauma bonding, not in a negative way, but in a we all sitting around in a group going through similar things, being there for one another type of situation. And on another note, you could have had some private messages that pertain to like some type of health scare. Maybe there's some type of proof regarding this. Okay, and then I'm getting groupie. Somebody that's always in the mix. Okay, if this is future energy, it has yet to happen, be mindful of being around people who are of groupie energy, because you may encounter a health scare from this individual. Don't trauma bond with people. All right, and be mindful of texting things through messages, because if it's private and everything like that, I don't feel like you should indulge in that way. If you do, you do, but all right. We got changed password is significant. Confirm old times. Got angel numbers. Maybe the angel numbers that you used to see before today's timing could be significant. I'm seeing walks. All right. Tell me more about old times. We got deceased father. Andy, what are you talking about? Because I'm about to get ready to block you. Confirm old times. It says, I miss you so much. Yes, some people, they miss the old times. Maybe this could be your father figure. It doesn't have to be a biological father. All right, maybe this is someone who has a deceased father. It could be metaphorically, literally. Confirm firm boundaries. Erotic. Okay, yeah. Erotic ties to arouse sexual desire or excitement. Yeah. So you could have set boundaries with people who were trying to get some type of sexual energy or arousal out of you or something like that. Misery. Confirm firm boundaries. 411 talks about information, hope on the horizon, positive energy, questions, balance, promise of new beginnings, crossroads, and personal journey. Embrace change and step out. Comfort zone. Step out of comfort zone. All right. Let's see. Andy, you still didn't tell me what you meant. You may want to hurry up because I'm about to get ready to block you. All right. Tell me more about the haters. These people got low finances. Tell me more about the haters. Compromise. Somebody could want you to compromise. Tell me more about the haters. This could be somebody who goes based off of a straight sexual orientation. Tell me more about the haters. They're nervous. One time for outlet. All right. Tell me more about this energy overall. What's this message? They have an incurable disease. Okay. So obviously this is talking about people who may have an incurable disease. The month June could be significant. I feel like you're getting information and downloads pertaining to these individuals, or they're wanting to get information from you. You should change your password for some of you guys if you ever feel called to, or a password has been changed. All right, I feel like you need to stay on your P's and Q's when it comes to these type of energies, because some people, misery loves company, right? Pay attention to your energy when it comes to being around these people. Continue to set firm boundaries. You could be seeing angel numbers. Even angel numbers that you used to see in the past could be coming back up, or they're just very significant. Maybe you could be seeing signs as you're walking, or whatever the case may be. But confirm difficult. You do have some haters. It says, I touch myself to the thought of you. See, people, they got to make up their mind. Some of y'all, this is talking about platonic connections, romantic connections. This is a person that's difficult. Maybe they don't know how to express their emotions. Maybe they hide their emotions, right? Yeah, stop dealing with people who are difficult. Like, And whoever this is, just to let you know, they do have an incurable disease. So stop being out here being sexual with people. You arouse people. You have this sexual energy or whatever about you. So I feel like you need to up your protection. Not everybody needs to be in your energy. You got some people who are even trying to befriend you. Some of these people could have been to jail or prison, or that's just very significant in their life. Be mindful, because some of you guys may be experiencing a health scare, or you will be experiencing a health scare. All right, maybe something about travel or cruises, boats, and ships could be very significant. There could be something that's confidential, confirmed confidential. Maybe some test results. We got injustice. Maybe somebody is trying to keep something confidential, some type of injustice. Tell me more about that energy, this injustice and confidential. And then we got subconscious. Tell me more about this confidential injustice. We got Zydeco, music or dance. Yeah, just be mindful of this. You got some manipulators and haters, and your body will give off a certain feeling when you're around these individuals as well. Whether this is people who you haven't met before, they're strangers, whether it's people who you already know, whatever the case may be. Confirm changed password. Okay, this is somebody who may be dark skinned. Confirm changed password. This is somebody who's a narcissist. Okay, or something narcissistic is going on. Confirm changed password. It's giving somebody is trying to act like they're the victim in the situation. as if they have to take precautionary measures against you. Look, wants to have sex. These people are weird. They want to have sexual relations with you, but they hate you at the same time, or they're hating on you at the same time. This is somebody who may be a groupie. They like being in the mix. Yeah, they're weird. Aries energy could be significant. Trust in your subconscious. Like, sometimes you're walking this plane as the human being that you are, with the projected beliefs and trauma that you carry, which may be interfering with your subconscious knowing the things that you truly know deep down inside. So make sure you're doing certain work that can help you tap in with your subconscious, because not everything is what it seems. Sometimes the emotional idealists and nurturing individuals, they be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, and they be trying to, you know, be nice. Whole time you carry esoteric information. You don't have to F around and find out, because your energy and your spirit guides let you know what's tea way ahead of time. So you have to pay attention to that. You got to believe in magic. You got to trust in yourself. You got to trust in the invisible forces that are working with you and not against you. Okay? You could be a singer. Maybe this person sings. So keep on setting those firm boundaries, because these people are very mad, right? This could have been somebody that you knew in the past, but you may not be rekindling any new beginnings with them. The month June is significant. Maybe the zodiac signs of June are significant. Mystic says, oh my gosh, I'm an Aquarius and I already feel like the best friend I've had has been giving this very energy. So sometimes we have to trust in ourselves. Sometimes using logic will not really get you very far. You got to remember that this is also a magical world and that you're a magical being. Thank you so much for the gifts. Maybe this person can make you nervous. Maybe they get nervous when they are around you, because it's like, you know how some people, like guilty individuals, they're what is that, bro? What is that energy? It's like the people that are guilty, they come off very suspicious, because they know deep down inside that they may have wronged you, or they're not operating in integrity, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, whole time you probably don't realize it or notice it, because you're suppressing the subconscious, or you're not really tapped in as fully with your subconscious, because you're not trusting in your intuition, or whatever the case may be. And you're like, well, maybe this isn't really proof. You don't need physical proof in this 3D plane. Your energy is the proof. Feeling weird around people, feeling some type of offness when it comes to them, you need to pay attention to that. Sometimes it's not just your trauma and your wounds. Sometimes it's your intuition, okay? But I feel like you don't need to really get so scared or worried about anything. Just remain steady and calm. Whatever is going to happen in your life is going to happen, even if you have to bump your head and learn a lesson. For those of you who may encounter an incurable disease, know that all things are curable. You just have to get into herbal medicine, burdock root, dragon's blood, like that type of stuff. Okay, bay leaves, cloves, you know, that type of stuff. But just be mindful, because why bump your head when you don't have to? You got to trust in yourself. All right, let's see. But whoever these people are, they don't have money. They don't have as much money. Their finances are low. This could be people who come off as witty, or maybe you're witty. This could be somebody that you've trauma bond with, or who's trauma bonding with others. This, okay, somebody could miss you very much. I'm picking up on more than one person coming out in this reading. You're welcome, goddess. Okay. Something about those private messages, I'm telling you. Something is not as secret as someone thinks, because it's been exposed, but it's in a private way. I don't, just protect yourself, because people will try to use things against you. But I promise you, you always win the battle and the war. Remember that. I could be talking to somebody that's straight, or maybe whoever these individuals are, they have a sexual orientation of straight. This is how they come off to the world, right? Or how they present themselves. All right, a deceased father figure could be very significant. Walks could be very significant. Archangel Raziel. The color blue, which is tied to the throat chakra. And the third eye chakra. We got nervous. Confirm nervous. I'm telling you. Okay, we got in the near future. Maybe some of you guys are going to be feeling a bit nervous. It's coming out with Sagittarian energy. So November 22nd through December 21st could be very significant. This talks about bold, curious, adventurous, adaptable, visionary type of energy. Okay, individual who likes spending money on experiences. All right. Sag energy will usually enjoy a cozy, beautiful, or interesting B-Day gift. In case you're ever wondering, for those of you who are like, I don't know what to get this person, da-da-da. All right. But also something that they may not buy for themselves, okay? I'm also seeing freedom living, optimistic, intelligent, gifted, wise beyond their years. This could be your energy, even if you are not a Sagittarius, all right? But something about nervousness in the near future with this Sagittarian energy, okay? Maybe in the near future, this could be between the dates that I said, November 22nd through December 21st. Confirm misplaced. It says you're the problem. What did I tell you? People are projecting on you, misplacing energy and projected beliefs onto you. And you're picking up on that in your subconscious, and you're possibly going to start feeling like you're the problem, you're the crazy one, you need to do the work, or whatever the case may be, as if you don't live by a certain code, as if you're not an ethereal paragon, you know? So be mindful of people projecting on you and misplacing their own energy within yours. All right, some of you guys could be empaths. So whoever's trying to come off like you're the problem, do not take that in, okay? Trust yourself, know yourself, believe in yourself. All right, confirm compromise. Yeah, these people want you to compromise. Look, trauma dumping. Trauma dumping. They're dumping their trauma on you. They're dumping their problems on you. They're dumping their projected beliefs, how they feel about themselves onto you. Because they're insecure, so now they want to make you feel insecure. Deep down, they know that they're wrong. Some of these people, they probably don't even know it because they have narcissistic energy. And they just think they're just all that in a bag of shit. Like, they're not the worst person on earth, okay? So don't compromise. Don't let your guard down. Don't be trying to let the old come back in. No, these people are manipulators. Jay, if you would like to get a question, $7 questions, honey. All right, any more messages here for the collective? It says you're feeling depressed or stressed, and it's also coming out in the reverse. So some of you guys could be getting out of this energy. For others of you guys, you soon will be getting out of this energy. Maybe around the fall or autumn time, or this timeline could just be significant. Any more messages here for the collective? It says, my head, my heart. I love this song. I haven't heard it in a while. It's by Ava Max. It's called My Head, My Heart. All right. And on the back of this, it says manifest or make a wish, especially when it comes to your mind, body, and soul, especially your emotions or your heart and whatever the case may be. These energies don't have to go hand in hand. Like if there's something on the front and something is very different on the back, sometimes I associate them with each other, but they don't have to align with one another. So just take the messages how it fits for you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. It's the next individual. All right. Any more messages here for the collective? All right, we got exes. Some of you guys, you probably think this is an ex. It's not an ex. For others of you guys, your exes are significant. Now, we got envy on the back. Some of y'all had exes that envied you, or the people that envy you are not necessarily people whom you dated before. Because you know how we was picking on that sleeping with the enemy type of energy or whatever the case may be. But this is confirmation that for some of you guys, this is not solely talking about exes. Or for some of you guys, this is not referring to an ex. Now, for others of you guys, you most definitely was sleeping with the enemy and your exes was envying you. But for others of y'all, this is probably somebody who was romantically attracted to you, who you probably didn't date, and they want to have sexual relations with you, but they're low-key a hater, and they're low-key are envious and everything else. Just take the message how it resonates. That's why I like to tell y'all what it says and show it to you, because you know your life better than anyone. I'm just the messenger. Apply it to how it fits. All right? We got rushing or rushed. Some of you guys are not rushing anymore, or you're not allowing other people to rush you. For others of you guys, if you know that you're still in this energy, you're rushing or being rushed, and be mindful, okay? The reason why I worded it how I did, because it did come out in the reverse, but I feel like the way that I'm pulling the cards, it doesn't necessarily have to be in reverse. It can still resonate in upright. There's nothing on the back, so just gonna sit that there. Any more messages for the collective? Thank you for your feedback, love. It says somebody likes you. You have a crush. Confirmation. Somebody likes you and you have a crush. And remember the other energy that we were talking about when we were saying somebody likes you, they want to have sexual relations and like all this stuff? Confirmation. But anyways, this can be a whole separate message and just letting you know somebody has a crush on you. Ooh. Now, don't get too happy for those of you who need to focus on yourself. All right, period. Any more messages for the collective? It says, I think of you when I'm with another. And it also came out in the reverse. So for some of you guys, you got people who think about you when they're around other people. Or if this is like romantically, some of you guys, when they're hooking up with people, when they're romantically involved with others, they think about you. Now, in the reverse, it can just mean its shadow aspect, or it can mean the complete opposite of the upright position. So I think of you when I'm with another. Somebody is not thinking about you when they're with other people. Maybe it's a respect thing, or maybe you're not on their mind, or maybe this is your own energy. Like you don't even think about a certain person when you're with somebody else, you know? Any more messages for the collective? Yep, we got love. Love is coming out, honey. And on the back, we got link. And we have I met someone. Okay. I feel like somebody want to make you jealous, low-key. People who you don't even talk to anymore. Like, you don't even think about their ass no more. And they just meeting new people, thinking you really care. Whole time, you probably don't even know that they talking to somebody else, let alone give a damn. All right, any more messages for the collective? Okay, we got Miss Andress. I may be pronouncing that wrong. I don't know. You know, like misogynistic, but for men, which is called Miss Andress. I'm not sure. I don't know. But MISANDRIST. This is a person that dislikes men, dislikes or despises men, or is prejudiced against men. Maybe you started coming into this energy, or maybe this could just be significant. All right. Maybe some of y'all got people who like had these crushes on you, and they get so jealous when it comes to other men. Like, say if it's a man whom you probably don't talk to, or you're not interested in, or you're not dating, and say if you have another guy who you're probably or let's just say you're straight, right? So it's making this other person, this other male, the woman that is straight is making this male who is straight despise other men, jealous of other men, whatever the case may be. But just take it how it resonates. I'm just saying whatever I feel. All right. It says this person doesn't see your potential. Be mindful of being around people who don't see your potential, or leaning on individuals who could care less about what you're going through. Because on the back it says lean on trusted individuals to help you get through things. All right. And then it says this person doesn't see your potential. So it's time to substitute the individuals who are difficult, narcissistic, haters, all the other energy that came out earlier today. People who make you just feel like overwhelmed or unsettled, like untrustworthy and all like that. Like, substitute these individuals who don't see your potential with people who actually can see your potential. And 9 times out of 10, this has to be with people who because you know that saying, people only meet you or see you at the level that they've met themselves. If a person dislikes themselves, hate themselves, never felt like they were good enough, etc., what makes you think they're going to see that in you? Now, sometimes, maybe a little bit, individuals who are still learning to love themselves could kind of still see your potential or whatever, but we ain't gonna talk too much about that. Let's just move forward. It says, I want more attention than a newborn baby. Somebody is they just want so much attention, too much attention, if you ask me. So this could, maybe somebody could be a Leo, or very self-absorbed, selfish, conceited, drama king, drama queen type of energy. Somebody who seeks recognition, maybe even outside validation. All right. This can even be somebody who rarely gives or shares. And be mindful, because even people who give and share or whatever the case may be, could still be just as guilty. Because some people, they do it for recognition. They do it to receive something back. All right? Be mindful of ingenuine individuals. Look, it says, I lied. Confirmation that somebody lied. And with it being in quotation marks, maybe you told somebody that you lied, or maybe they told you that they lied, or maybe this is just confirmation that someone lied. Maybe they told someone else. Okay? We got dynamic duo. All right? Lesbian or bisexual. So we got different sexual orientations coming out. Confirmation that, like I said, more than one person in this reading could be coming out. Your energy, the haters energy, somebody who got a crush on you energy, that father figures energy, ancestors who passed over in this lifetime. Like, it's different things coming out. So just take it how it resonates. All right? Now, that dynamic duo. Maybe this could be somebody who has a dynamic duo. Like, these people who don't really have the best energy, they're always probably hanging out with that one person, or they're very close to that one person or something like that. Or maybe you are a dynamic duo with somebody that you can or can't trust like that, who you may be needing to cut off. Or maybe this is somebody who you haven't met yet, and you're going to finally attract somebody is giving power couple, is giving, you got a friend in me, I'm genuine, you can trust me, I can trust you, whatever. Dynamic duo, right? Don't trust everything you hear. Don't trust everything you hear. Even if you're looking at a reading and you hear things, like, don't be so quick to trust every single thing you hear. All right? Projected beliefs. If somebody is trying to tell you, oh, you're not beautiful, or oh, you're such a nasty person, or oh, don't trust everything you hear. Lies exist. Liars exist. Okay? User says, thank you, my beautiful, sweet, honest prayer love. You got this. Thank you, honey. All right. Now it says, you are so different from everyone. This is coming out in the reverse. All right. So confirmation that you guys are so different from everyone, or somebody tried to make you feel like you were the same like everybody else. They weren't giving you your props. They weren't giving you your credit, when deep down inside, come on now. And it's like, who can even say that for real? Because we're all autonomous beings anyway. Nobody is going to be the exact same. But I mean this in a way that gives you props, gives you your flowers, because you're like a rare gem. But it says you are so different from everyone. Be mindful of attracting people, or being around people who you feel like may be different, but they're not different at all. Okay. We're going to change that because I'm getting sick of that. All right, Gaia, the name Gaia could be significant. You're so different from everyone. Somebody's not different at all. But confirmation for the collective that you are different from everyone. Don't let anybody make you feel otherwise. It says you may feel frustrated or in a rush to something. Remember we talked about that energy, like nervousness, overwhelming energy, rushing, all that type of stuff. But this is also coming out in the reverse. So as I said before, it can resonate in the upright or it can resonate in the reverse. Just apply it to how it fits for you. It says you may feel frustrated or in a rush to something. Some of you guys, you're not feeling this way. Others of you, you may be feeling that way. On the back it says change up your style. #ethnic. Maybe you should dress within like cultural or ethnic styles, or maybe the style that you have is perfectly fine for you and you don't have to switch nothing up. But if you're being encouraged to, like if you feel like I want to switch it up, or I want to try something new, I want to wear something different, then maybe that can, you know, help. It says don't fall for the illusions. Trust in your intuition. You know better. Confirmation. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Thank you, Mystic, for the feedback. The name, that Mystic, is a really significant name though. I've been seeing that word lately. But it says, and this came out in the reverse. So for some of you guys, you're not falling for the illusions at all and you're trusting in your intuition. But for others of you guys, you're being encouraged to not fall for the illusions and to trust in your intuition. All right. Any more messages here for the collective? Scared or afraid? We did talk about a health scare and all this other stuff. It says practice being high vibrational. And this is also coming out in the reverse. Some of you guys, you don't need to practice For others of you guys, maybe you're being encouraged to practice being in this energy, especially when it comes to fear or whatever the case may be, right? Of course, thank you. It says somebody is working against you, with or without the police. Damn. Okay. Any more messages here for the collective? It says you are not a part of my plan. This is coming out in quotations. Confirmation that you are not a part of somebody's plan, or this is how you feel about another person. And then it's coming out with this is a good idea. So for those of you who are disconnecting from certain people who probably was a part of your journey at first, was a part of your plan, and you're probably thinking, you're not a part of my plan, or maybe you feel this. Like this person is not a part of your plan, or whatever, however you view plan. Some people could probably think of plan as journey, or literally plan, right? But confirmation that this is a good idea. Trust your intuition. All right, welcome in, you guys. Welcome back to the OGs. Confirmation that this is not someone that's new. For some of you guys, a new person may have been delayed from coming in. It did come out in the reverse, but for others of you guys, confirmation that the people that we're talking about, these are not new people at all. All right, for some of you guys, it could be a new person, but with it coming out in reverse, a lot of you guys, this is tying to an old person. Any more messages for the collective? We got looking for friends. I don't feel like you're really looking for friends. We got believe in yourself. You can do it. Some of you guys need to practice positive affirmations that surfaces around confidence and everything like that. It says, my family and friends don't like you. All right. Confirmation. Remember how we talked about some people, it's like they hate you but like you at the same time? It's giving that type of energy. Like you inspire people, but they don't want to admit it. So they're haters. And part of them don't like you because you irritate their demons, or you shine brighter than them. At least that's how they look at it, right? Because you don't feel like you're better than anyone, or oh, you're prettier, you're smarter. You don't think like that, right? So it's like maybe somebody is also trying to make it seem like people don't like you when that's not even the case. Like it says, I can't forgive you. If this is you, you most definitely can forgive people. Like I don't know if you feel like something is just unforgivable, or maybe you're just a person that's very forgiving, but it says I can't forgive you. Okay, but it did come out in the reverse, and it says it's worth fighting for. Confirmation. Confirm it's worth fighting for. What is this? What is this? It's worth fighting for. It says I am sick of arguing. In the reverse. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm on live. It says it's worth fighting for, and then we got I am sick of arguing coming on the reverse. Either this is in its shadow energy or it's in the opposite meaning, because it did come out in reverse, but I feel like it can also resonate in upright. So maybe somebody could be sick of arguing and they feel like something's worth fighting for, or maybe you have somebody who's not sick of arguing but who feels like something is worth fighting for. Remember how I said get rid of those difficult energies? Like nobody got time for that. All right, it says someone capable of hurting their kids, and it's also coming out in reverse. So maybe this is somebody who comes off like they care so much about their kids and everything like that, when in actuality they're capable of hurting their kids for real. All right, any more messages for the collective? Yes, it's mystic. It's just divination, you know? Magic is real. Synchronicities are real. So, it says false promises. I think this came out in the reverse. Yeah, somebody, it's like they trying to, what's that word? Dang. It's right there in my brain. They're trying to rule themselves. Can't think of it. Confirm false promises. We got LGBTQIA+ coming out in the reverse. Maybe this is somebody who is on the deal, or they're straight. But this person don't want to give false promises anymore, or they're still capable of giving false promises. Confirm. I mean, what? Any more messages? Take a different approach, coming out in the reverse. I feel like whatever approach or thing that you're trying, it's a good way to approach something. You don't have to really take a different approach, but if you feel called to, then okay. Now the month January could be significant, or the zodiac signs of January could be significant. Then we have narcissists coming out again. This time is coming out in the reverse. So I feel like some of y'all, you're dealing with people who are narcissistic and people who are not. Maybe you're attracting different in your life. Your comments are being filtered. Here's some more messages for the collective. All right, gamers or games could be significant. I'm seeing a positive outcome. Somebody that do poly. Somebody that does poly are interested in you. Maybe somebody wants you to be their third. All right. Any more messages for the collective? It says get a reading on mentality. Some of y'all, you don't need to get no reading on your mentality, honey. You have a refined intellect. Now for others, you guys, maybe if you're experiencing confusion, this dark night of the soul, maybe you're encouraged to get a reading on mentality. Just take it how it resonates. All right, and then we have career advancements. Criminal. When you start to walk, the journey or path will appear. When you start to walk, the path will appear. All right. It says put in action to see results or answers. Excuse me. All right, we got unwanted pests. You could be seeing flies, ants, roaches, rodents, bed bugs, gnats, spiders, fleas, ticks, that type of stuff, right? Something about unwanted pests. Shorty, I need you to type in English or I'm gonna block you. Confirmation that you ain't playing with nobody no more. All right, it says I tried but you didn't. I tried but you didn't. College or university, you could be in college or university, or this is someone else. It says create a bucket list and fulfill it. Some of you guys, maybe you need to do the things that you already want to do that you probably haven't written down. Go ahead and do it. All right, and for others of you guys, maybe you should make a bucket list or a vision board and just, you know, act on those things, fulfill those things. Look, factual. Then I'm seeing new person or new relation. So you're attracting new people and new relationships in your life that are literally going to show you what genuine relationships are. They're going to reflect back to you who you are, which is ethereal paragon, right? You finally don't have to believe that this is a fairy tale thing. It says, I hope to see you again sometime. Yep, people who you're going to actually want to be around. Now for others of y'all, you have people who are hoping to see you again. And any more messages for the collective? It says, I have moved on. And then Snapchat is coming out. They came out together, but they don't have to go together, but they did come out together. Any more messages for the collective? All right, it says admirer or crush. This admirer and crush is still popping out. Kind of came out in the reverse. Maybe this is somebody who you don't know is an admirer or crush, or they don't admit that they're an admirer or a crush. All right, it says corrupt or rotten. Confirmation, some people are corrupt and rotten. And for others of you guys, this did come out in the reverse. So confirmation that you are not corrupt, rotten, or you're attracting individuals who are generational curse breakers. All right, it says time wasting. You're not wasting your time, whether you have to learn a lesson, whether you're giving your love to the world. You're never wasting your time. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it's not for no reason. All right, driving under influence. Some of you guys, this DUI, you're gonna get it off your record, or somebody's no longer drinking and driving or something like that. Somebody could be changing their bad habits. This did come out in the reverse, but if this resonates with you in the upright, then be mindful of a DUI. Whether you're riding with somebody or whether that's your own energy. I'm getting the energy that some of y'all be feeling bad when you be cutting people off or when you be pulling your energy back. I mean, God wouldn't expect anything less. I don't expect anything less, right? But you got to keep moving forward and doing what's best for you. You got to remember why you're operating in a certain energy. You got to remember why you're cutting people off and moving forward in your life. Remember the narcissistic tendencies. Remember the injustice. Remember the secrets and everything else. You don't deserve to have connections like that. This is when you start embodying self-love a lot more than you're used to, because this is unacceptable and you deserve better, right? Some of y'all could be scared or afraid of something, but that's why I'm telling you, get back connected with yourself and back trusting that in the unknown, the invisible forces that are working with you, not against you. All right. But somebody does have a crush on you. You got different people who are crushing on you. You got some people who are hating on you but love you at the same time. Weird, right? You got some exes who are wanting to come back in your energy. You got some people who are wanting to make you jealous, who you don't even care about for real. Child support is significant. All right. It says teachers and peers are hating on you. Confirmation. You got some teachers. Remember, some of y'all are in college or university, or maybe in the future you'll be attending this, or maybe in the past you had a few teachers and peers. They were most definitely hating on you. All right. Any more messages here for the collective? There go that criminal energy again. Any more messages for the collective? Yeah, you rejected people. That's why. All right. We got pole dance. Pole. Who's seen that? Wale? He's significant. We got deep thinker, not overthinker. Okay? Confirmation to not overthink. Or this is your confirmation that you don't be overthinking. You're just a deep thinker. Right? I like that. Any more messages for the collective? Somebody could be wishing death upon you. All right? This could be somebody that's light skinned. All right, we got Pluto, which ties to regeneration, transformation, powerful and intense energy. I'm telling you, you have very powerful and intense energy. I'm telling you. Scorpios could be significant. Maybe you could have that somewhere in your chart. The subconscious mind, this is also what this energy ties to. Remember, we talked about that earlier. And then it says hidden aspects of self. There may be some hidden aspects of yourself. Access high potential. Emotions, parts of self we don't show. Face shadows, self-reflection, releasing limiting beliefs, break generational curses or patterns. You could be encouraged to do this, or you're already in this energy. All right, some of you guys could be, like, if you go live or whatever the case may be, you post content. Some of you guys that connect with people that are similar to you, you can resonate with their readings and everything. I feel like they're going to start noticing you. Like, for instance, if you go live, you're probably going to see at least 5 different, say if you do tarot, right? You're going to probably see 5 different tarot readers that you follow or whose content that you like. They're going to start becoming aware of who you are. So I feel like y'all are going to start, I feel like your soul tribe is really coming in. Taurus, big Taurus. All right, this energy talks about the Empress, okay, nurturing, steady, practical, grounded, value or focus on value, beauty, sensual. All right, this Taurus is the most sensual out of all zodiac signs. All right, it says surrounded with calm sounds or aroma. Oh, okay, so Taurus could love relaxing and peaceful environments that are surrounded with calm sounds or aroma. This card is also, in Taurus energy, is also an energy of love, money, and beauty. All right, we got Zodiac. This is the the second sign of the zodiac, the bull. All right, April 20th through May 20th is when Tauruses are born. This Taurus zodiac sign is ruled by Venus. Hashtag pleasure overall. Any more messages for the collective? Brown hair. Somebody could have brown hair. Any more messages for the collective? Underage SEX. Oh my goodness. Something about underage connections and sexual relations could be significant. It says it's not happening to you, but for you. Confirmation. We said that earlier. If you guys are wanting messages that resonate with you, or if you want to get more messages out of the collective, you have to make sure you're double tapping the screen. All right, make sure you give me a follow if you haven't already, because you may never see my face again. All right, if you want to get some messages for you, make sure you double tap the screen, send in some gifts, share the live, anything that's contributing to the live. All right, let's get more messages for those who are contributing to the live. We're going to see what tarot has to say. Look at these eyes. Some of y'all, like, people could literally be watching you. I've had this deck for years, and these eyes are calling out to me right now. Welcome to the team. Thank you. All right, look, there go that Aries energy. Fiery energy. Quickness. Somebody could be coming in quick, whether it's you, your own energy. If this is your own energy, I feel like there's going to be quick communication, travel, or action within something. Either you're encouraged to be in this energy, or this is gonna be like happening. Maybe past, present, future energy can also be significant. If this is outside of yourself, maybe people are going to try to come traveling to you very quickly, have sexual relations very quickly. They're gonna come in quickly with some type of communication. And remember the stuff that we already talked about in the reading, so that's why I'm reminding you: past, present, future energy. All right, confirmation. Any more messages for the collective? Yeah, heavy Taurus energy, Aries energy, father figures. Can I have more messages here? Your energy is expensive. Not everybody should be able to have access to you. You're very valuable. All right. And I feel like other people, even people who don't even see themselves in a certain higher energy, they can see this, right? They can sense that. Some of you guys got money that's about to be coming in. You making your own bread, or you just, I don't know, you just doing things differently in your life, learning the lessons, winning the battle and the war. However, still feeling a bit on edge when it comes to relationships, emotions, love. Maybe it's because of all the stuff that you went through, but you don't have to look over your shoulder anymore, be worried about anything, because you've learned certain lessons. And I feel like you've stripped away certain illusions, things that you didn't see before when you were more naive, gullible, didn't know certain things existed. Now you do. So I feel like you're less capable of being hurt in this lifetime again. You've been at your lowest already, and I feel like that awoken you and it helped you ascend it. So I feel like you won't make the same choices or mistakes as you've done before. So you don't have to be so worried like something else is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can take a break. You can rest, chill. Okay, chill. As I told you before, whatever is going to happen, it's going to happen. And you'll deal with it. Like you dealt with everything in your life that you didn't see coming, right? But sometimes you probably be just worried about nothing for real. All right, or it's no need to stress yourself out when it comes to these things, because once again, whatever is going to happen is going to happen, especially when we lack consciousness, when we have our own free will and we make certain choices, because at the end of the day, we give ourselves our own karma by what we do or what we don't do, right? You create your own reality based on your beliefs, thoughts, actions. So if you're going to believe in anything, make sure it's positive, etc. Learn from the past. You went through deep amount of hurt that have woken you to certain things, all right, especially within your relationships, these relationships that didn't work out. Okay, don't dwell on what didn't work out. Show gratitude for now seeing the truth. You've been brought into a world that already existed for how many centuries, and now you're picking up on all the truths that were meant to be hidden. You're figuring out life as you go. You're experiencing with your own eyes, body, soul. But I feel like you're coming into a more balanced space and a more authentic energy. Give it time. You're still on this journey. You haven't passed away yet, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, but you still have a journey to go. Sometimes we be so focused on the problems and the issues that may be going on right now in today's time. Whole time the sun always comes out to shine again eventually. So dwelling on things, like not really living your best life, you just really wasting your energy. You wasting your vitality, you know? So you need to live. You need to just be free. Do what you want to do. Cut away the toxicity. Release people who are not good for you. Stop worrying about fear and like all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. When you're doing things that are good for you, that you're meant to do, your angels, your spiritual team, they will back you up. They're going to back you up. All right? Sometimes we just need to experience life and just learn things and, you know, whatever the case may be, recognize our strength or whatever the case may be. Remember, it's not happening to you before you. You create your own reality. Look, the Magician, confirmation. But I'm seeing some that look like positive, but says sensitive energy. Maybe something is still a little bit sensitive. Yeah, y'all energy is still a bit sensitive to certain things. Maybe you're still a bit drained or whatever from whatever you've been experiencing, but alchemize that energy. You're literally an alchemist. You know, it's like that saying or that viral sound that I heard. It was like, why are you crying? Aren't you a witch? It was saying something. Was like, go do a spell or some shit. Like it was something like that, bro. It's like, come on now, you literally an alchemist. Like, what you just sending that energy for? Stop saying you don't know how to do something. Just do it. You only feel like you don't know how to do something because people that existed before you got to do it this way. Da, 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 da. How do you think the first person figured something out? They didn't have a whole other world of people telling them how to do something. So what makes you think that your own mind, whatever you create, it's not valid? You want to listen to a whole bunch of low vibrational people, honey bun? That don't make sense to me. An ethereal paragon, listening to low vibrational people who can't even see the gods within themselves because there's shit. They haven't been connected to that since they was a kid, honey. Don't let me tell you about yourself now. Don't let me tell you. Don't make me toot your horn, okay? Don't make me do it. You need to already know. But it's okay. All right? Look. Period. 9 of Pentacles. Independent wealth. Period. King of Cups. Emotional intelligence. Yeah, you having awakenings. You making certain decisions in your life. You attracting somebody who is stable within themselves, their emotions, and financially. This can even just be you. I don't care if you got $2. I don't care. All right. Sometimes you don't really be seeing how powerful you are, and you just be still kind of in the matrix a little bit. But like I said, you still got a journey to go. This ain't the end. This is not the end right here. And next thing you know, we're going to be in 2026, 2028, 2030, and you're going to look back at this time. It's just going to be a distant memory. Live in the present. We not in the future. Can't go back to the past. Live in the present. Practice mindfulness. All right. Yeah, that third eye is awoken, honey. You gotta cut all that confusion and fear and all that other stuff out, because that's what's really depriving you of what you already possess. That's why you don't feel as confident no more for some of y'all, or you looking at yourself like, damn, am I emotionally intelligent? Am I this? Do I have it in me to soar in life and, you know, gain my own prosperity and da-da? Baby, what's up with the doubt? 808, 888. You wouldn't allow certain people to get into your energy and misplace their own insecurities onto you. That's what manipulators do. That's what liars do. You haven't figured it out yet. That's why you exist and went through the things you went through, because now you didn't figure it the hell out. If you never figured it out, you probably would have internalized that till you passed away. Now, you too smart, too wise, you too chosen. All right? Look, strength. You didn't overcome a lot of things. You've been taming your passions. You didn't overcome a lot of things. Yep. I feel like you are changing. And you've always been changing, transforming, evolving. But I feel like you're coming into a new awakening, making different decisions, choices, deciding to stay or leave something. You're creating a plan, or maybe you're encouraged to create a plan. Some of y'all could be trying to figure out ways to get more money. Some of y'all wasn't given the blueprint. You was thrown out there to the wolves and you had to figure it out. And look at you, figuring it out. You didn't have not one damn generational curse breaker around you. You had to become that. Just like all the other generational curse breakers. One day you'll meet the soul tribe, and if you don't, who give a damn? You know, I feel like you will. But if you don't, that's not the point of being in this lifetime. Sometimes, maybe some of y'all are here to really learn how to appreciate your own energy and stop trying to be in another person's energy as if you're not top tier. Like, what you want a boyfriend or girlfriend that bad for? The family and the white picket fence that bad for? As if you're not literally one of one. One in a million. Child, you not like the thirsty, desperate individuals who will do anything for somebody to be in their energy. So I don't know what you tripping on, like certain people being in your energy for or not. In the relationships that didn't work out, release, move forward. But like I said, you won't be in this energy for long. Welcome to the team. You won't be in this energy for long, right? The sun always comes out to shine again. Just remember, it's something that you went through that was very detrimental to you, and you've overcome it. You naturally gonna be overcoming everything because that's how strong you are. Like, you gotta pay attention to the higher purpose. Don't forget that now. Sometimes we be forgetting because we be in this 3D plane in the matrix, but it try to sneak back up on you and reel you in. Come in, collective. That's what I'm saying. It be trying to get you. But the thing is, we can't point the finger at nobody but ourselves, right? That's just how it is. Yes, I understand they lied to you. Yes, I understand they broke your heart. But you still have the means to tap in with your highest potential and to soar and to be great. Don't make the excuse and victimize yourself. Like, well, I'm depressed and stressed because this person died. No, honey bun. Look, the devil. What I say, you gotta look in the motherfucking mirror. Do the shadow work. Because how is collective attracting these low vibrational ass people? Do the collective not see how powerful they are or something? Is the collective settling for real? Like, you really just, people just show you what you need to work on for real. Like, so in actuality, these lessons are just as grand as blessings. Thank you. Next, what Ariana said. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you. Next. Yeah. Thank you. Next. Capricorn. For that devil energy. Look, get out that head, man. I'm about to come through this phone in a minute. I'm about to come through the phone. Get out them thoughts. Get out them thoughts. Okay? Cause some things, like, come on now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn. Now that's anxiety. That's mental anguish. That's literally insomnia, being in your head, literally not able to get yourself out of it, honey. But I'm seeing a change. I'm seeing a change. Heavy change. Yeah. See, certain things was just illusions. All right. Mystic says, guilty of messing around low vibrational while raising mine, and then it gives me right. See, sometimes we go backwards. We over here ascending, and then we see somebody fall and trip, and we like want to go back and, hey, you okay? Sure, I'll nurture you. Sure, I want you to be in my life so bad. Da da da. Like, what are you doing? I know you not. You gotta let you come in this world alone. You gonna die alone, honey bun. Let people live their life how they gonna live it. Because at the end of the day, that's like jumping in the water trying to save somebody else and getting your ass drowned right along with them. All right, we ain't doing that. Because the thing is, people like you, they don't need your help. Just like how you didn't need nobody help, don't need your help. So if you out here trying to save and help motherfuckers, your ass gonna drown. All right, you gotta look. You gotta save yourself, bruh. That's like trying to save everybody before you even helped your damn self. Now you gonna fall back into depression and stress because you haven't even mastered a certain energy yet. So now you didn't went back in a pattern. You gotta keep moving forward. You gotta keep moving forward. Temptation sneaks up on you. The tests come in. Now look at you. Bumps your head again. But don't beat yourself up about it. God wouldn't expect anything less. You see somebody drowning, you gonna go help them. But now you know better because you didn't got your ass beat up in life. Now you like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit down somewhere. I'm gonna go focus on me. You know what I'm saying? You be trying to save people who didn't drown your ass. People who trying to crab in the bucket you. What are you doing? Okay? But that's what I'm saying. That's why we go through the things we go through, honey. Because it's our own self. It's you versus you at the end of the day. So that's why it's not because, oh, I'm this type of person. I'm that type of... You gonna most definitely see that no, you only in that energy because you're scared. No, you're only in that energy because you haven't mastered self-love. No, it's not because you just nice as hell and you want to save her. It's because you self-sacrifice and you self-abandon and you this and that. You trying to build with people who finna tear down the shit. Are you crazy? Okay. You ain't crazy. But you acting crazy. I don't know. You acting crazy. You gotta chill. Alright, I understand you the empress. But baby. Okay. Yeah, some of y'all was told, put your family first. God first. Family second. Da-da-da. Damn, where the hell you come in at? Who the hell? What the hell? How the hell? Same people who didn't break them generational curses. Now they trauma bonding in toxic relationships, and they blind as hell, so they think they just living their best life, partying every week. Like, what you celebrating? Poverty? And I don't mean prosperity. I mean within their spirit, their soul, their mind, their body. Ew. I told you, too expensive for that. What you want, proof? I'm just saying, damn. Y'all must be the hard-headed collective. This the hard-headed collective. Victorious. Look, friendships, leadership. Yeah, see, you be the leader in your friend groups, huh? Stop attracting those type of connections. Okay, I'm gonna need all your friends to be a leader, all your people who you hang around to be balanced, confident, all these things. You know, sometimes you may not feel confident, so I ain't saying you gotta have the most confident people, but I'm saying connect with people who not trapped in the matrix, bruh. Connect with people who are not walking in this devil energy. See, you got shadows, but they got demons. Oh, no. They can't be around you. I told you, yo, what I said? Expensive. Next thing you know, you gonna be taking your expensive ass on down here. You still gonna be expensive, but not as... You ain't gonna be expensive no more. You ain't gonna be expensive no more. Like, your energy is still pure. This, that. But your value, it seems to go down. It never do. Stay with me. Stay with me here. The value is not going down, but damn near. Because you settling. And you around the dusty bunnies. Remember we talked about the rodents and the pests, the unwanted? You down there with the unwanted pests, honey. You're supposed to be in the realms, in the sky with the other guys and goddesses. What you doing down here, little baby? Then you want the soul tribe to come save you. No. You gotta save yourself. You gotta save yourself. Everybody gotta save themselves, honey bun. And then look, it's gonna be the best thing you ever do. It's gonna feel more rewarding. Yeah. Because you're going to be like, man, I did that. I did that. Yeah. So, rest, separate, break up, move forward, heal. All that good stuff. Because you was already on this path and you was ascending. Regardless, you still in alignment, boo, boo, boo. But make this your last time not trusting the invisible forces that work with you, not against you, and trusting yourself. I'm gonna need you to make that your last time. Make it your last. Y'all be like, oh, yup, that resonate for sure. Then do the same shit. You're hard-headed. You're hard-headed. And see, this is going to be more than hard-headed. But look, I feel like this time, you ready. Yeah. Okay, the month September could be significant. Yeah, I feel like you're ready just because you didn't bump your head. Boom. Bumped your... Boom. Boom, 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 boom. You didn't bump it too many damn times. So maybe you finally getting it for real. You may got a migraine, but you getting it now. Look, I'm telling you, all that energy. See, your life won't be filled with all this bullshit no more if you finally choose yourself this time. It's only filled with the bullshit because you're still attracting the bullshit. Duh. No, I ain't calming down. They gonna feel it. The hard heads make a soft behind, baby. You need to be yelled at. But I'm a bit parched, so I don't have time to yell right now. But look, don't make me get back on this live and tell y'all about y'all expensive energy and how you just keep don't let me do it now. Okay? Stop listening to other people. Damn. I feel like I'm getting just You're so welcome. Hi, what's the dynamic? What you talking about? Dynamic duo? And baby boy said they hungry. What you talking about? Look. Yep. Y'all ready to step outside of your comfort zone. You ready for newer heights. In confirmation for them saying they hungry. Your spirit is hungry. I'm telling you. Old age. Everybody get old, okay? For those who make it to being old. You gonna look back 50 years later, or earlier, or later. Anyways, you're gonna be 80, 100, 60. Very far from 20 something. Very far from your teens. Very far from the 30s. Some people have regrets. Why do you think some older people, they make these videos and they say, just be happy? Or just da-da-da. See, sometimes it's fine to take heed to what other people be saying if it sound wise enough. Not every goddamn thing. But they trying to tell you something that they've already experienced. That you don't have to experience. See, some of y'all started going through things at a young age so that you can for sure be able to enjoy majority of your life. But shit, didn't 20 years already pass? Some people don't even get to enjoy their full life. They be 80 and still in the matrix. Some people be 60 coming out the matrix, but still their whole life has been filled with a certain, you know? So you lucky, right? Don't go backwards. Little baby. Child, look. Watching freaky people getting it on. What's that song by Tub Low? I think it's Habits. It's called Habits. Yeah, some of y'all got probably a habit of just doing that crazy stuff. Month November is significant. Ooh, we got deadbeat. Yeah, we don't care about that. I ain't gonna tell the collective that now. Well, in case y'all want to know, this says someone you know slept with your ex-lover. Okay. So that's what whores are gonna do. Whores are gonna be whores. All right. It says short amount of time. That's what I'm saying. People reveal to them like these things. Sometimes, yeah, it may hurt you, but it gotta be revealed, honey. What that saying was, the cruel truth is better than a beautiful lie. Something. Jonesy, no. Look, leverage. That's, you always gonna have leverage. See, some people be thinking they winning. I told you, you wins the battle and the war. Cause you the one with the integrity. You the one that's, I'm telling you. Sometimes people be trying to make their life look so wonderful. The whole time they going through it because they shouldn't have messed with an earth angel. Not you came down to the world, not dishing out trauma, trying to help every damn body. And they got the audacity to make you feel crazy, to make you feel like you the problem, to hurt you and cause you trauma. And if you so-called do spaz out, to look at you like you the crazy one. Or like you wrong. They gonna get dealt with. They getting dealt with. Whoever do something to you, they instantly get karma. And it don't just last for one day. It don't just last for one day. Look, I think of you all the time. You are unforgettable. Look, duh. Don't be sleeping on yourself. Didn't I say don't make me come through this phone? Don't be sleeping on yourself, duh. What do you expect the cards to say? What do you expect the cards to say? Did you not expect this type of energy? Do you not know who you are? Okay, okay. All right. Look, double dating coming out. Petite, average size coming out. Somebody don't believe in spirituality. All right. Somebody want to be left alone. Maybe it's you. Maybe you need to finally just tell people, you know, leave me the hell alone. Because they ain't doing nothing for real but stressing you out. Slowing you down. But I tell you, you never wasting your time and energy on anything because you live and you learn. That's like the good thing about it. You're waking up. But don't waste your time though. I'm telling you, be mindful of people saying you're the problem or trying to say things. Don't believe everything you hear, love. That's why you got to do certain work before you reach certain heights. Some of y'all want to be famous so bad, but I promise you, if the whole world seems like they turning on you, you going to ball up into like a chrysalis. So stop trying to manifest shit that you may not be ready for. Let it come in when it's going to come the hell in. Okay? People be thinking they be having to manifest this, manifest that. Baby, it's going to happen. But chill out a little bit. Some people, they don't need to, everybody in the damn world don't need to know you. Okay? Trust. You're going to be perfectly fine being out somewhere off grid in the wilderness, living your best life. Relax. All this matrix bullshit. You can still be a singer. You can still be a whatever. Because guess what? That's not an occupation. That's who the hell you are. Okay? Doing all this stuff that you feel like, oh, my goal is to be a content creator. Okay. I'm going to let y'all have y'all visions and what y'all want to do, but do other people deserve all that, or should you just keep that to yourself, create a grimoire or what's the name for your, you know, pass it down to your kids or something? Because you ain't gonna do nothing but come across certain people who don't know how to appreciate that, and then they gonna try to say that shit false. I'm trying to tell you, keep your energy, your love, all that to yourself. Whoever is meant for you, they will come across you, honey bun. Okay? They'll come across you. Sometimes we be so eager to share this content and do all this stuff. No. One point in time, technology did not exist. A whole bunch of people are not even going to show you the recognition you deserve because, once again, they have not met themselves at the level that you've met yourself. You know how to give and receive love. Some of these people, they haven't felt that from mommy or dada. Okay? Yeah. So I don't understand why you want to serve a community and do all this shit for people who don't give a damn, who not even gonna really interpret it how you're giving it off anyway. I'm trying to tell you. Shoot, that's why I have to sit the head down and be like, bro, do I even really want to be a teacher, or is that just trauma for motherfuckers not teaching me for real? But do I really want to be a helper, healer, and shit? Or do I just, did I never receive that as a kid? I don't know. But you do know, though. Subconsciously, for sure. Time to be selfish, bruh. Go to school for 10 years for what? No, nigga. Oh, excuse my language. No, I'm not doing that, bruh. I'm not doing it. I don't have to. I'm as beautiful inside and out as I am, not because I went to school. You mean you want to teach me some things that's coming from people who are felons because they sexually abused a child or did this, did that? No, sorry, no. What I'm gonna learn that for? They ain't got shit to do with Earth. It ain't got shit to do with my journey, for real. Why am I wasting 10 years of my life when I already carry shit that can't be taught, baby? It has to be experienced to where you gain the wisdom. I can't teach you this, babe. I can't teach you that. You gonna have to experience life on your own, okay? And only the ones who get it will get it. So some of y'all, confirmation, don't reconcile if they're not around. Like what Glorilla said, I damn near went back to my ex, but some, if they not around, they was never meant to be. It was some she said, honey. Like y'all be forgetting that of course people gonna miss you, this and that. Don't be flattered by that. Like you should be disgusted, like, ew, you miss me? How dare you even fix your lips up to say that? Knowing that you a good person, knowing that some of y'all probably was hopeless romantics at one point in time, and you just be giving people chances, having faith, optimism, positivity. Whole time they just trying to manipulate, whole time they just trying to use you, da-da-da. Whole time they just want to receive the love and energy that you have. At the end of the day, all of it is still selfish. That's why that song, if you love her, let her go. Whole time these people not letting you go. Because they selfish. It's time for you to receive connections that feel good, that people who don't hurt you, people who don't project, that exists, but maybe you haven't seen it yet because you steady giving Lil Boo Boo a chance. And people who are similar to Lil Boo Boo, that's on you. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Trying to negotiate, get you to compromise. No, honey bun, no. Sorry. Can't do it again. Childhood friends and lovers, no. It's time to finally start and walk the path that is meant for you to go down. They can't come. If they could come, they would have been there with you, but they got work to do, honey. So disengage. Focus on you. I understand you want to get into them love connections, but baby, you're the one that's the chosen one. You don't go out here choosing. You're the chosen one. Hey, stop it. See? People, they gonna try to get you to come back into their energy. By any means, you gotta put your foot down. You gotta say, bro, I'm tired of steady self-sacrificing, self-abandoning, self-this, self-that, self-this. Instead, I'ma just promote self-love, not self-abandonment. Not this, not that. Because why do you crave love from people who can't even give it to you? They can't do it. Hello? Are you listening? It's not happening. It's not happening. That's like saying 2 + 2 is 1,000. It don't make sense. Like, why you doing that? You're just gonna be disappointed again. That's what I'm saying. We create our own karma. Whole time we over there mad because we had kids by a person, this, and that, ... Some people scared to get abortions or whatever the case may be because they like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to hell. Like all these different beliefs that exist in the world, bruh. I'm telling you, think when the first person was here. Think of when you got into spirituality and the results that you've seen, the proof, the miracles. You gotta stop letting fear and restriction control you. If you don't believe in abortion, cool. If you are pro-choice, cool. Like, just do whatever the hell you feel, right? Nobody really knows what's the right way, this, that way, that way. A bunch of people created this word God. To sometimes humans, that's just what they do, bruh. Shit, they gotta have shit make sense to them. When whole time, people who don't believe in magic and it's some magical shit happening, they gonna try to make it logical every time. That's why they looking at you when you say you a god or a goddess, and they looking at you like, how conceited are you? You're not a god. And the next thing you know, you internalize that. Now you like, damn, am I being a bit delusional? Am I da da da? You mean an earth angel like you? You act like you out here trying to control the world and all this other stuff. Whole time you trying to help and uplift and do all these positive grand things. Baby, it's time to enjoy your life. These people gonna still be around, sitting in their living rooms, watching TV, eating bad foods that's just killing them. You called for more. You haven't went that way yet, and you're ready to go that way now. You're ready to finally go that way and not go backwards. So finally give yourself the life that the little you always knew that you would experience. Way before you knew what God was or this and that was. Like, go back to that time, because you were very much more free. Because human beings created the word God and all this other stuff. It could be a thing. If you don't believe in it, you don't believe in it. If you do, you do. Just live the life that you know is true to you, not to any and everybody else. You'll feel more free that way. Like back how you was when you were younger, before you was told about how to live and what to believe in. Go back to that time. Connect with self. Just experience. You'll figure it out. Whatever you need to know, you will figure it out. Some of y'all, you went through the dark nights of the soul, the ego, deaths, and all this stuff, and you starting fresh. Questioning your beliefs. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Some of y'all, you scared, you paranoid, all this stuff. Journal. Go within. Do the introspection. Do the shadow work. Deprogram to reprogram. Your ancestors, the invisible forces that are working with you and not against you, they are there always. When the first problem comes up in your life, it's already been worked out. It's already been solved. It just haven't revealed itself in the 3D plane just yet. But all these things is already getting done. Because why not? For a person like you, why not? But sometimes you also are having the thank you. You also are getting a chance to figure things out on your own and solve things and become aware and, like, you know, these things are beautiful. I'm gonna change this. Mariah the Scientist, Glorilla, Don Toliver, Brent Fayez, Gunna, Beyonce, Doechii. Different people are significant. Doja Cat, Kendrick Lamar, Yeezy, XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, Young boy. My head, my heart. Alright, so we're gonna put on that song. See, some of y'all, you didn't give a piece of your energy to people, and they're just so obsessed. I don't know if you ignited something within them, but some people, they're just infatuated with you. Yep. Your spiritual team is contacting you. Any messages for the collective? Someone is coming towards you. You passed the test from the universe. So this person that's coming towards you could be a good thing. Look, karmic debt. You didn't pay it off the karmic debt. You didn't pass the test from the universe. Maybe it's something else that's about to happen. Like with a person that's coming into your energy. Confirmation that taking breaks are necessary. Tell me more for the collective. Any more messages for the collective? It says be careful with this. Confirm be careful with this. Alright, with be careful with this, it says body pain, twitching, bumps and bruises, marks or scars, missing or moved items. Be careful with this. Pay attention to your body. Take care of your body. Listen to your body. Alright, pay attention to things. Alright, now somebody is coming in, but this can also be somebody who has karmic debt. Or this could be somebody who's coming in because you passed the test from the universe. It'll really all depends. All right, so take the messages how it resonates. Any more messages for the collective? Maroon 5 coming on. This song is called Girls Like You. We got premeditated. Catastrophic. Cancer, Taurus, Aries, Libra. I'm seeing something short term. I'm seeing health profession, holistic worker, real estate, MUA, esthetician, technology. These type of occupations can be significant, or things can be significant. More messages for the collective. What is premeditated? What is that? So, look, it says you are viewed as high class, wise, reliable, and strong. And we have reporting. Reporting live. The collective is viewed as high class, wise, reliable, and strong. We're going to be looking out for them from now on. Okay. Somebody loves toxicity. You are powerful and gifted, of course. I love these two cards right here. You are powerful and gifted. You are viewed as high class, wise, reliable, and strong. Yes, honey. See, y'all could have been victims of abuse, sexual assault, harassment. You could have accumulated some karmic debt in this world. Some things were already, some things were premeditated, but I feel like you passed some type of test from the universe. Maybe you have more tests to come. It really all depends. You could be a makeup artist, something about real estate. Maybe you should connect with a holistic worker or get into some, or maybe that can be an occupation that you could get into. Maybe some of you guys need to get a health checkup, pay attention to your body. All right, estheticians could be significant, skincare, technology. Any more messages for the collective? Yeah, see, some of y'all dealing with people who love toxicity. Remember I said misery loves company? These people are drama kings, drama queens. Like, be mindful. But the thing is, you are powerful and gifted regardless, and you're viewed as high class, wise, reliable, and strong. However, yes, good people and people of this energy still goes through certain things, right? But be mindful, because you don't have to go through a lot of things. You don't have to have these tower moments in your life. Just trust in yourself and want better for yourself, to where you don't let anybody in your energy that's not ready to be in your energy. Okay? Pass the test from the universe, which is just like embodying this beautiful energy you have, and not allowing people to be connected to you that's still involved within toxicity and low vibration and all of that. Like, you don't deserve that anymore. You deserve a better, positive life. Somebody want to call you, contact you, chill with you, all that stuff, but seeing something about reporting. But she said, I don't play when it comes to my heart. Y'all don't play when it comes to your heart. But it says, do not take it personal. You don't play about you. But don't take things personal, because sometimes you bump your head because you were just meant to bump your head. And maybe you didn't know any better. Right? So instead of looking at that person who's a snake, who's bound to hurt you, don't get mad, because they're just doing what they're, who they are. If they're a hater, a cheater, a da-da-da, why internalize it, get mad, feel insecure if that's just what they do? It has nothing to do with your value and who you are. We already know you high class, wise, reliable, strong, powerful, and gifted. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you do go through things in life as well. It's just your own free will, lack of knowing, whatever the case may be. But like I said, some of y'all, you passed the test from the universe, right? It says channeled music. This song, Girls Like You, by Maroon 5 and Cardi B, is very significant. The other song by Dua Lipa, Love Again, is significant as well. It says, appreciate life and where you are now, or regret not doing so. Remember we talked about that? Like, when you get older, looking back, wishing that you were more happier and all this stuff. Because a lot of times, the things that we feel like is so big, so this, so that, it's not that deep. It's not that huge. We're just becoming depressed and stressed for no reason, right? But taking breaks are necessary, because what you went through, your feelings, everything, that is valid, right? She said, I never thought I would find a way out. See, some of y'all been at y'all lowest, and you probably never thought how you would make it out of this, if you would be better. But I promise you, the sun will come out to shine again. So if you're going through some things right now, I promise you, the sun is going to come out and shine again. Anybody who comes in alive and tell you to message them, be mindful that that is a scam. Tarot readers don't do that type of stuff, okay? Because I know some people look at tarot readers as these robots and, oh, that's a tarot reader, let me type a question. But just like how you're a human being, we're all these human beings, right? We just do tarot, okay? Anybody can do tarot. So some people, they may reach out to you, but shit, some people probably scared, because everybody who's scamming people, reaching out to people, asking them for readings or to get a reading, stealing their content, you know? Look, confirmation, astrologist, numerologist, nepotism, rapper, backpacker, or temps, book, pool, etc. keepers. Anything that's a keeper, bookkeeper, pool keeper, whatever, housekeeper, keepers are very significant. All right, let's see. She said, taking my broken heart to the grave. Yeah, some of y'all need to listen to that Dua Lipa Love Again song. It's my first time hearing it. But I feel like somebody is going to come into your life, and they're going to show you what love truly is. And you're going to be in love again. If you resonate with that. Some of y'all, you probably on your own individual journey, not looking for love, don't plan on getting into it, whatever the case may be. You plan on giving that to yourself. You plan on being your own lover, friend, etc. But for others of y'all, and even if you're still in that energy, maybe one day you will get out of that energy and you will allow yourself to be connected to people, because you know people like you actually do exist. So maybe you'll get out of that energy where you're pouring into yourself, giving yourself the love, not creating these relationships, and you step out of that and you start creating them. But it's fine to be in this self energy, right? Appreciate yourself, love yourself, get to know yourself for real, because you be around a lot of people and energy is contagious, and sometimes you be picking up on other people's energy, what they want to do, what they like, what their interests are, right? So now you get to see how it is that you operate in the world as who you are, your authentic self, or you know, overcoming your own fears and without the help of other people, and that's fine. But a lot of times you just trauma bonding and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's very much more rewarding when you do these things like yourself, when you're loving yourself and not allowing other people to love you before you love you, right? But somebody is most definitely gonna make you, like she said, you got me in love again. Like somebody is literally gonna open up that heart chakra for you. But first, I feel like you're gonna do it yourself. And this is not going to be from outside energy. This is going to be because you've been validating yourself instead of allowing other people to come into your life and validate you. You don't need nobody to be your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, brother, cousin, and make you feel loved when you can make yourself feel loved. What's that saying? Putting your trust in men will leave you disappointed. So when you're connecting with other high vibrational beings who embodies this energy of God or goddess, I feel like that's what you're more in alignment with. But first, you got to deprogram, reprogram, get your mind, body, and soul, your emotions, and everything back in order, so you can be feeling more at peace, ecstatic to take on new things, because your soul is ready for newer heights, experiences, etc. But instead of allowing other people to swindle you down this path and journey, because you know how sometimes when you connect with people, instead of going based off your original goals and dreams, you now involve them in your life and say, okay, well now my goals and dreams are changing to this, that, right? So now it's time to clear out everybody else's energy and being your own. This may not be overnight. Some of y'all, you will be on this journey for over a year, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of you guys, maybe it'll just take 5 months. Everybody is different, right? But regardless, don't worry about, like, you got to be in a space to where you're not so obsessed with getting into other people's energy. You got to be so infatuated in love with yourself that you don't care about connecting with other people. Shit, some of y'all haven't even met people that were true like you. Real and true like you. So to be so obsessed, it don't make sense anyway. It's like you craving people who are not even on your level for real, because you haven't met anybody that was like you. So you're really craving bare minimum. So that's what I'm saying. Like, get into a space to where you don't care about connecting with nobody, because you're complete already. You know how some people, they get things and they still want more. Oh, I'm rich, but I still want something. Oh, I'm this, but I still need. That's why you got to be right within. So get right within first. I'm telling you. Therefore, you're not going to mistake people with false masks for people for soul tribe energy. You're not going to mistake surrounding yourself with every single person in the world, because this is a personal journey in life. We all go through it. One day, you can probably include other people, but right now, this is the time for you. You've been around people your whole life. Platonic, romantic, like, it's time to finally be in your own energy, to see who you really are and how you really think. Especially if you've reached a point in time where you want that. Like, of course, if you're a person who never really care about that, then that message won't be for you. But for people who genuinely want to figure out life themselves and then go down this individual path, spiritual path, you're like, do that. Or it's always going to feel like you're doing something wrong, especially when you try to bring other people on your journey. So Stop being scared to do things by yourself. Stop being scared of being seen. At the end of the day, a lot of people end up having regrets because they cared about what other people thought and like all this other stuff. If you want to move out the country, move out the country. If you want to cut everybody off in your life and just be on this individual path and figuring out yourself and getting back connected to your highest self, then do that. Like, not everybody is going to understand your vision or why you do things. I know you see, like, do you not see how the world is today? They don't make sense. Like, literally, they don't make sense. And it's crazy because they be the main ones that's trying to make sense of everything and don't even believe in magic. So disconnect from those type of people. Get to know yourself. And I'm telling you, you'll attract people who are similar to you eventually. Some of y'all, it won't be tomorrow. Like, sometimes everybody's life is different from the next person. Like, some people who posting on social media, they like, well, why haven't I become viral yet? Like, your story is not their story is not yours. Wait your turn. All right? Stop looking at things in a certain way. Like, just have a higher perspective of things. Give yourself enlightenment about the things that you go through. Life will be very much smooth sailing that way. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. We got the Chainsmokers coming on. It says, don't let me down. That's what I'm saying. When you need people, when you put your faith and your trust in people who, I'm telling you, you got to stop doing all that. You try something different this time. Hey, love, try something different. Like, you didn't self-sacrifice enough. You didn't save everybody enough. You didn't do the thing that you haven't done yet, which was saying no. And just being in your own space and doing things your way. This is a collective, huh? Who knew? So you may end up seeing readings that's talking about, welcome to the team, love. That's talking about, oh, this person misses you. Oh, you have a crush, da-da-da. Cut out the distractions. If you got to skip a reading, skip it. You ain't missing out on nothing. All right? We got military, spy, terrorist, desperado, 9 to 5, atheist. All right? It says, be in your masculine energy. It says, got this on my own. I don't owe none. This is a lyric from Queen NFN. He was like, got the shit on my own. I don't owe none. That's what I'm saying. So you figuring out life on your own, through your own. And I'm seeing this even in a spiritual way. Instead of picking up on everybody else's beliefs and what they saying to do, you going your way, your route. You seen how you went other people's route before. Your people told you they're religious, you're religious. Next thing you know, you're religious. Next thing you know, you're not religious no more. Right? So it's like, finally go a way that you feel called to go, that you want to go. And a lot of y'all, this has a lot to do with surrendering and being on this individual journey, reaching newer heights within yourself. You got to remember that God got you. The invisible forces that work with you and not against you got you. Before you was doing things alone, then you started getting a little bit too comfortable with doing things with other people who weren't even on your level. It says it is okay to block, unfollow, and remove people. It sure is. If you outgrowing things, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to go a different route. It's okay to do this and do that. Like so. Baby, yeah. No, you got me. All right. Don Toliver Wasted is coming on. You are the topic of discussion as well. Confirmation to be careful who you sleep with. Told y'all, you haven't gotten into abstinence yet, boo? What you doing? Wasted. Here goes some more underage stuff going on. Remember we talked about the underage sex? I don't know if some of y'all went through things as a child or if this is something that you can watch out for. But I'm saying underage dating, drinking, and experiencing at an early age. All right? View this as a blessing. You know how sometimes you went through so much and now you're a little paranoid and all this other stuff? Something can be trusted. View this as a blessing. Just got this. Any more messages for the collective? This was take that. My time. Right there. Time. If you're wanting a message out of this collective, make sure you are double tapping the screen, following, sharing, gifting, anything to contribute to the live. All right, a timeline is very significant. Is within the next days or weeks. Within the next days or weeks. Wasted. I'm saying entrepreneur, home business, boss status, divine masculine, side hustle, creative and inventive. All right. It says pause, but do not quit. Because remember, it's okay to take breaks. All right. We got don't believe in the bullshit or the hype. I'm telling you, sometimes people be making things look good. It's not good for real. It's not good for real. Like, ooh, that burger looks so good. Fuck it, I'm gonna get off my detox. I'm gonna go ahead. Nope. Cognitive dissonance could be significant. Like, ooh, them friend groups look good. I'm gonna just go ahead and reconcile with my best friend. No. They're in the past. They are in the past for a reason. Leave them in the past, honey. See, some people be trying to manifest you back in their energy. And they don't want to see you win. But you gotta remember, you are a powerful being on this plane, especially with the energy that you possess. So, look, it says, life is hard, I am tired. I need to write on this card, life is hard, I am tired, but I'm harder. Or some shit like that, because that's what it's giving. Some of y'all, life is hard. Fuck all that. You harder, okay? Let me tell you. And sometimes we lucky, once again, just be giving ourselves karma. And some things we just be internalizing it too much. It don't really be that deep for real. All right. I'm gonna make you fit it. All right, what other deck I want to use? I'm gonna make you. Tell me how you wanna be. Tell me how you wanna be. Sad. Sad. That should never happen. Make me feel like you ain't never had. This song is by Jacquees. It's called Feel It, featuring Rich Homie Quan, Lloyd. And you want deeper on a come. Okay, now we get into this freaky stuff, bro. What's going on? I'm gonna make you feel it. I'm gonna make you feel it. Somebody wants you, bro. Like people from your past. And you also have secret admirers and stuff like that. But collective, I think y'all focusing on something bigger and greater. So we're not gonna really entertain all that. We are gonna pull some other cards though. Yeah, I feel like y'all are healing. And you working smarter, not harder. Look, you're the Empress. That's what I'm saying. You in your power. You know your worth. If we ain't talking about your future soulmate, divine masculine and counterpart who don't have on a false mask and who's literally ready for you, then we don't really give a damn. So yeah, y'all are healing. Yep, you coming into this energy of being open to receive, or you are open to receive. Some of you guys are a shaman. concrete. Yeah, see, some people, they going through some paranoia and everything because they know they didn't do right by you. Now they trying to run away and retreat, but nah, baby, karma coming. You get what you give. Right? So y'all out here healing. You out here loving yourself, getting grounded, separating yourself from a lot of people, attracting things in your life. Yep. I feel like you in alignment with your soulmate. And I feel like you standing your ground, or you're being encouraged to keep standing your ground. Because soon this will pay off. Look, karma, balance, and justice. I'm telling you. See, when you're not fighting the universe, and I just mean that in a way that's universe trying to bring something in, but you're not being attentive enough or learning the lessons, so things are constantly being delayed. When you finally shift in that energy, now it's more smooth. Now things are more in alignment, right? So y'all be having chemistry and passion for people who are literally, you're literally settling for. Ladybugs, flowers, that type of stuff could be significant. All right, begin to think of the fresh air and the sunshine. All right, maybe get out into nature, heal yourself. Anybody who's meant for you, you'll connect with them. But I feel like you moving on to the new and better. And then this song, he says, I like the way I'm feeling now. So yeah, I feel like eventually y'all are going to get into a better energy, especially when you're not going backwards. So just keep moving forward. Eventually you're going to feel better. And these people from your past, they're not going to have as much of a hold on you anymore. Just got to promote that self-love. All right. Yep. Some of these people, you was experiencing, you went from extrovert to introvert, going through disharmony and conflict with these people, getting triggered by these individuals. You're supposed to have a community right there. Whole time you building a community online. Like, if you can't be in a connection or community with people in a supportive, loving way, they gotta go. Why is there disharmony and conflict and all this other stuff? Because I know it can be the collective. Then y'all be coming into regret because you knew better. You knew better not to give certain people chances. But instead, you gave people chances. Now you over here trauma bonding with them, not leaving out of their energy. You poured a little bit too much into them, way before you even poured into yourself. That's why y'all be overstaying y'all welcome in certain people's life. But now I feel like you coming into this North Node energy, your purpose. See, sometimes we be thinking our purpose is, oh, let me save the world and do all this stuff. I'm trying to see who created that belief system. Like, dead ass. Like, look. Goodness, Queen of, that's what I'm saying. It had to be people who needed a mother figure in their life. Who felt alone and wanting people to, like, because who created that? Because knowing you're going to try to save every damn body. But nah, this is time to pour back into yourself. You didn't come to this world to live for everybody else and save every damn body, baby. The crazy thing is, we can all save ourselves. And nobody can, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. So somebody making it seem like your purpose is to save everybody is crazy. You need to protect your energy and protect who you are. I don't care if you go off grid for 50 years and not help now person. Because the thing is, you're a good person at heart, and you're not anybody else's responsibility, or other people are not your responsibility. That's the most selfish thing I've heard. Oh yeah, collective, they purpose is to save the world and uplift no. You tend to yourself. You was in certain family situations, certain jobs and all this stuff, and you did not get treated well. So now it's time to be your own big sister, your own parent your inner child, like your mom and dad didn't, and you know, gain your strength back. Trust yourself, trust your path. Some of y'all finances low, but don't worry about all that. That ain't stopping nothing. Success is not outside of you, it is within. All right, so make sure you're doing the healing work that you need to do to get out of these lack mindsets and mentalities, etc. Because I promise you, when you in a better energy, the money gonna come. Yeah, the money that the government made, yeah, that's gonna come. Especially if you still, for some reason, care about all that. Maybe you care if you got like a house or an apartment or something. This is why some of y'all, you need to build your own damn house. Get some solar panels, maybe get an RV, something like that. Because go experience, go travel. See, some people, they come in the world of Earth and they never experienced Earth fully. They in that same one area, the USA. Travel to many countries. Shit, travel the whole entire Earth if you can. Which you can. You got a whole lifespan. Live your truth, discover things. People try to make you fear exploring things. They can't explore it. They don't want you to explore it. They just as scared as you. That's really selfish. That don't make sense. It's like people work for the devil. That's what I'm saying. This devil energy, profession, people are not as sweet as you think they are. They're just trying to cripple you, scare you, defeat you, hurt you. Why? I don't know. Maybe they've been hurt. Maybe they blamed everybody for what they went through, and instead of alchemizing it, because remember, God is in all people. They chose to live that life. People choose to be who they are, bruh. They can't be blaming it on their trauma and be 50 years old still doing goofy stuff. But I'm seeing a favorable outcome for you guys. Like I said, just keep on dreaming, right? You're the dreamer. Your dreams could be significant. Keep on being positive, optimistic, dreaming. Tap back in with that. Disconnect from anybody that's low vibrational and negative, because energy is contagious, especially if you haven't mastered your own mind to the point to where you don't allow people to project on your mind. All of a sudden, you believing in what they're saying and all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of y'all, you got some work to do for you soar to these new heights, because new levels bring new devils, right? You need to be ready and prepared. And I feel like you're ready, but look, you're a jack of all trades. You can really do a lot. You could be a multitasker as well. Hershey's could be significant. The Magician, I'm telling you. You have all the tools and resources that you need to live the life you want and to create the life that you want. It says, gives health and financial prosperity, connects one safely with the divine. That's what's happening right now. And the crazy thing is, this is the occult deck. Usually it's more like darker than light or angel energy. But as you can see, it's nothing evil going on here. So some of y'all can be connected with the dark and the light, but not the dark as in the demons and the devils. All right, any more messages for the collective? All right, we got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe some of y'all haven't been accumulating any money or anything like that. Now, that could be in a good way or it could be in a not so good way. I'm not sure. But I am seeing transcendence and unity. Something is coming together. Maybe you're coming into this certain version of yourself, or you're going to be coming into alignment with like your soulmate or soul tribe or something like that. I feel like this is you though. I feel like this is self. Yeah. See, this is destiny. Everything playing out is fated. Yep, look. The North Node energy. You transitioning from the South Node to the North Node. Two of Wands. Choices, decisions, plans. Deciding to stay or leave something. Confirm this Two of Wands. got spy, watching, inspecting. Yeah, see, some people spying on your next move, watching, inspecting, wanting to see what you do. You just gotta let haters hate, spiers be spiers, liars be liars, and just do you. The best thing you can do, though, is disconnect from these people and detach and not be around them, though. Maybe that's why they keep popping up. Just rid your life of all this, and you won't have to hear it come out in a reading no more. Alright, Nine of Pentacles, the Fool. Take that leap of faith when it comes to independence, independent wealth. Take a risk. Step out of your comfort zone. I'm seeing you enjoying the fruits of your labor and coming into this like new beginning, embarking on a brand new journey. A new start of something. Yeah, it's a lot of self going on. This song is by Camila Cabello. It's called Shameless. If you guys want to get on the list, $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings. I do not disappoint, honey. Reviews are in my website. All right, yeah, I'm seeing joy here. See, some of y'all are on the path of unlocking joy. We're not talking about happiness. We're talking about joy. Joy is more, like happiness can turn into sadness. It can turn into this. But joy is something it's more powerful and it's more long term. And I feel like y'all are unlocking happiness truly. And it makes sense why it hasn't been unlocked yet. Because once again, you've been putting your trust and your faith and love into everybody else except for self. Now you're going down a path that's not going to be filled with disappointment and self-abandonment and all this stuff. So now you will have the capacity to step into happiness and joy. You've been doing it wrong this whole time. That's crazy. Look, we learning together, okay? Now, that's the only thing that people can say when they say, oh, you're doing something wrong in your life. Because, bitch, how do you know? Did the God that y'all be talking about come down and whisper in your little ear and tell you? Oh, okay. Look, imagination. Dream, honey. Tap back in with your inner child. See, some of y'all, you got your childhood dreams was shattered and all this stuff. You got to tap back in. See, none of this has been taken away from you, though. It still exists. It's just been hindered a bit. Yeah, see, they can't rid this from you. It already existed. It's like trying to banish energy. Like, energy is energy. You in my face. You in my face. This song is called You in My Face by Tems. People be barking up the wrong tree. Spreading conflict. Welcome to the team, honey. I'm telling you, they messing with the wrong one. You ain't no person that's dishing out trauma and trying to control and do all this stuff. You a genuine, loving individual. So they barking up the wrong tree. You got a whole spiritual team behind you, and that includes your ancestors. I'm telling you, this world is very magical. And magic lives within you. You're literally a magician, powerful manifester. You know? So it's important that you see your power, alchemize it, use it, embody it as well. But know that you're also protected beyond things that you can't even see. But at the same time, pay attention though. Just because your spiritual team is protecting you and everything, they're not in this life living it for you. You're living this life yourself. So pay attention. Make better choices. Choose yourself. Live the life that you want to live now. Don't wait 10 years later. You in my face. Yeah, I'm talking to some of y'all who are very talented. See, you an expert. I feel like you went through the temptations, the addictions, the obsessions, whatever it may have been. But I feel like bumping your head that many times and realizing the tricks of this demonic energy, this devil energy, is making you become an expert in life. An expert. The control tactics. Yep. Now you're learning how to navigate in a world that's filled with these things, because now you know it exists, but now you know how to go about life now. At first, you're naive, gullible, listening to everybody else, da-da-da. Now you learning, evolving. Now, it may have been a painful journey. Some of y'all, it may have been a long-ass journey. But that's what I'm saying. You just, as you experience, you learning. So take this as a blessing in disguise. Because now you'll never go through anything else like this again. You'll live in the present. I'm telling you, show gratitude. You're a very abundant person. Sometimes it's a mind thing. So if your mind is pessimistic and all this other stuff, shit, you won't even be able to see a lot of things for real. So I'm telling you, keep them dusty bunnies from around you. Focus on yourself. You'll be good. Because then you will master not ever feeling the need to have a connection from another human being. And that's the most powerful thing ever. Because if you pay attention, a lot of people can't be alone. Or it's always needing outside validation and all this stuff. So you will be a powerful individual to be navigating through life individually. Not needing, wanting for anything, knowing that you possess all the tools and resources that you like. This is not in another person. You don't succeed by having certain people in your life. I don't care if they're chosen like you are. I'm telling you. You better, I'm telling you. Because who's really as great as you? That's how you got to start talking to yourself. It's not a crime. Whoever created that word, be humble, insecure as hell. Alright? Look, 3 of Cups. Reconciles friends, tells of the past, present, and future, gives dignities. Okay. See, people gonna try to come back into your life. Sometimes we be thinking, oh, God is bringing these people in my life so we can reconcile them. Da, da, da. Baby, you are the creator of your own life. You allowing everybody else to tell you that this exists, that exists. Oh, God doing that for you. Like, listen to your damn self. Trust in yourself. Because sometimes people just want to be in your energy because it's not enough being without you. They feel empty. Life is not, they're not motivated. They're not this, they're not that. That's selfish to use your energy and not even be able to reciprocate the energy you give off and using your energy that whole time. Friends, family, lovers, all that. You deserve better. But yeah, you waking up, rising up. You forming structure and a solid foundation when it comes to your mentality, communication, esoteric information or knowledge or just messages, even travel. I feel like you're really tapping into something greater. You breaking out of some type of mental anguish, anxiety, worry, fear, like all of these things. Little did you know, whole time, you probably didn't even know none of this type of stuff was going on. You trying to pay your bills on time and put food in your kids' mouths or something. That's what I'm saying. The 3D plane issues, you be so zoomed into it that that's all you can see. You gotta zoom out a bit. Alright? Do things differently. That's what I'm saying. People still in this corporate matrix lifestyle. Learn things that are beneficial for you. Learning how to build. Learning how to do this. Learning how to tap in with herbal medicines. You will benefit greatly from that. Or you're going to be them other people that's having to go to the nursing home, having other people look out for them who's not genuine enough to look out for them. Harming people, killing people. Trying to take their inheritance, all that. Yeah. You can't expect anything less from a cruel, cruel world, honey. I understand you this nicest person. You can't fathom how that could happen. That's why you went through certain things you went through. So you can know, baby, yeah, it's true. People are down and dirty like this. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep putting your trust and faith in men? Or are you going to learn how to, you know what? Let me do this because I don't want to have to rely or depend on anybody. Because clearly, that's unable to be done. You're too talented. You're too much of a prized possession. Your energy is too expensive. Okay? So you can go to school. If you want to do anything, I feel like it's your time to learning about the herbal remedies, construction, so you can learn how to build your own house or something like that. It don't have to be a mansion. It can be something that you see, like when people, they go get the mud and the water and they mix it up. They get the string, the straw, grass, mix that up as a paste, getting the rocks or the bamboo sticks or whatever the case may be. Getting in there, making them a safe, stable, what's the name, especially when people living off grid and they probably out in the forest or something. I don't know, it's just really learning how to fend for yourself and navigate in the world for real. That's what they should have been teaching in school. Learning how to tend to your health whenever something pops up. Instead, like, I don't see how people go to school for 10 years and they still haven't found the cure to all these incurable things. Like, that don't make sense. Y'all not teaching people what they need to be taught. So you want me to go to school for 10 years to half-ass do something? Like, what are we really doing for real? The world is so lost and dumb as hell. Like, that's just what it is. They're blind, filled with illusions. The whole time, everybody has this powerful energy that's within them and they haven't tapped into it. But see, y'all, it's something about you. That's why they said everyone is called, but not everyone is chosen. Not because of this and that, but just because of the energy that people possess and what they're waking up to. Not everybody is waking up. So want better for yourself, do better for yourself, or you're going to be still needing these very people who you don't even feel like on your level. So learn about these herbal remedies, this bird out root and all this stuff that can cure stuff. Watch out for yourself. You know, get off of these things that give you parasites and, you know, stop intaking all these things, you know. It's time to do something different this time. Like, you've been there, done that. It's not doing nothing for you. So plant those seeds, the seeds that you are planting or have planted. It is growing. Sometimes it doesn't grow overnight though. But don't go backwards and stop feeding it. Just because you don't see the progress or the results. Just because you don't see it don't mean that it's not there. So you've been doing them workouts. You've been cutting out the meats. You've been cutting out the sugar. You've been doing this. You've been doing that. You've been doing your vitamins. You've been restoring your cells. Like, you did this, what you started, what, 2 weeks ago, and you're ready to see results? Like, chill. Give it another month. Give it another 5 months. Give it another year. Next thing you know, you'll make it to 10 years. And you won't be indulging back into these things anymore. And you'll feel more healthier. You'll live longer. You won't be afraid of death. So that's what I'm saying. Just get you together. We be too focused on the relationships and this and that, and we haven't built that relationship with ourselves. And we want other people to save us and make us feel good. We all came into this world alone, and we're going to die that way. And I feel like you need to finally step into that divine masculine energy and be that own authority figure for yourself. Fend for yourself. Stop waiting for other people to save you, because clearly they just trying to kill your ass. Take your organs and get the wealth, right? Because that's all what people care about. That fake ass money that's going around. Like, people are so idiotic. You gotta protect yourself. You gotta save yourself. You gotta be smarter. Okay? Look, confusion. Yep. That's what I'm saying. See, the illusions is these things are becoming more clear to you. But you can't feed illusion with more illusion and expect clarity and truth. No. Deprogram, reprogram. Maybe some of y'all need to do more research on something. Health is wealth. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy is significant. You got a whole herbal book. All right, we got the Three of Wands coming out in the reverse. That's what I'm saying. From Three of Wands in reverse, you got to move forward. You got to alchemize. You got to stop going backwards. Some of y'all be doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, or not doing something new. And mad at the world or other people when you should be looking directly at yourself. Like, well, damn, I'm steady making these certain choices, not learning from the lessons. Like, what do I actually expect to get in return? The universe, everything, they want you to have these things. The universe is very abundant, but sometimes it be your own energy that's getting in the way. Sometimes you think it's your abusive dad, your narcissistic mom, this and that. You sit, baby, one monkey don't stop no show. If you don't cut that shit out, some of y'all didn't learn God first, family second, and you never, that's what I'm saying, you got to break the generational curses. A lot of things that are normal and traditional, that ain't for you, clearly. But some of y'all getting back dragged into this matrix and thinking, oh, well, maybe I can just save them, or maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Like, do what the hell you've been called to do, or your ass is gonna be confused again. Sometimes you just gotta act on it. The path will appear. When you walk, the path will appear. But you've been doing the same thing you was doing when you was 12, when you was 20, when you was 18, when you was 32. You gotta do it differently. Now y'all coming into a different vibration, a different realization, this and that. Don't go backwards. Keep going forward and do differently. Don't do the same shit again. Have you learned how to do this yet? No? Okay, well, I guess you're never gonna learn how to do it then. Until somebody come in and teach it to you, but who knows if that will even happen. Are we gonna sit and wait around for somebody else as if you are not capable? That's what I'm saying. Some people don't realize that they be old. Shit, people who 90, they still supposed to be walking like they 50 or something. 40. But their health is so, it done digressed, and they didn't listen to everybody else. Now they in a nursing home, dying, with people who don't even care about them. And now they fear death. They still doing things that's not good for them. They still, you know, they ain't got nothing to do with you. But you don't want that to be your story as well. Some people like, well, you know, it's my life. I don't care that No, that's because they don't want to put in the work. Now, that's probably what they meant when they said life wasn't easy. Like when it actually comes to you having to be disciplined. And, you know, actually say, you know what, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do this again. Because then you have to hold yourself accountable. And you have to really use that strength that I've been seeing y'all had. You the high priestess, honey. Get your life together. Some of these people who you feel like is a part of your soul tribe, they trying to get theirs together. Like, just get yours together. Look, deception, temptation, I'm telling you. This is going to try to come in every time because guess what? You are used to it. You are used to this type of energy in reality. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Two of Swords. You a bad, but the Get lead. Don't do no running. Okay, collective, better not do no running. I see it. I see the mountains. I see y'all traveling. I see y'all doing all this stuff. But baby, right when you heard him, he said, I done fucked up the whole program, and not in a good way. Stop going backwards. Somebody earlier had mentioned how they went backwards and they got they ass back into like a lower vibration. It happens. Next thing you know, you think you on this higher energy, you soaring. Then next thing you know, that ex hit you up, you go back. Now you down on their level. Now you doing what they would do. You're not operating, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's a lesson to know. People are only pointing the mirror at you to look right back at yourself. Because how did you get back into this person's energy? Okay, we know how. Do that inner child healing, clear out the mother father wounds, etc. Give yourself enlightenment. You don't need anyone in this world. You don't need nobody to validate you, none of that. All right? Look, healing. I'm telling you right now, if it's not good for your mind, body, and soul, if it's not elevating, if it's not benefiting you for your highest good, it gotta go. That's negative thoughts, people, places, whatever it is, it gotta go. All right, look, because something is waiting for you, honey. It's reserved for you and you only. And when you get it, you're gonna be so happy and you're gonna know it's for you. Yeah, like you're gonna be like, damn it, this is the life that I've been wanting to experience. But I'm telling you, you're gonna have things that's trying to pull you back into your old life habits, all of that stuff. But remember, you've already been there, done that. It's not fulfilling. It's filled with deception. It's filled with temptation. It's filled with going in a pattern. It's filled with being trapped in the matrix. Like, do you have to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing? If so, do it. We ain't got no time to play around no more. I don't care if you 15, 20, if you young, I don't care. You still don't have enough time. Because see, sometimes people be thinking, oh, you still got a long life ahead. No, baby. Because sometimes time is sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you're not 20 no more. You 40. You're not 40 no more. You 80. You got to do it right now. It'll be more fulfilling, too. This song is by Bryant Barnes. It's called Don't Want a Love Song. Period. All right, look. Remember, awakening. Remember we said your spiritual team is trying to contact you? This awakening is here. You're going down this path of remembering who you are and why the hell you are here, honey. Maybe you thought it was for some other reason, but it's for something much, much more greater. See, it don't matter if people know your name when you pass away. At least you get to know who you truly are when you do pass, right? It don't matter if you didn't get a chance to try out that substance or that person or that, because guess what? You've met yourself in your highest self. Not everybody gets to that point. So I promise you it's much more fulfilling. And you haven't went down that route yet, but you're on the path of going down that route. But we have free will and we can easily choose to go in a whole nother direction that we've literally already been in. Let's not. I understand you still got chemistry and passion for that person, but they're not good for you. I understand you trying to make money because you feel like, oh, I'm trying to pay these bills. Well, try a different approach. Maybe learn how to build your own shit so that you don't have to do that again. I don't know, like, make it make sense. Like, come on now, there's answers to all of your problems. Literally. It's in your face. You just have to be able to be awoken to see it. And I feel like these different experiences are leading you to remembering and having these awakenings. Literally. If something doesn't exist, I can't speak on it, right? If it don't exist, so trust me, this type of stuff exists. You can live this very abundant life. You're a very abundant person. Eternal love. I'm telling you. Eternity, consistency, soulmate. I'm telling you. Be consistent on your journey. You're going to get everything that you've ever dreamt of. And it was all because of you. Queen of Cups. You deserve this. Break that ditch. This song is by Ari. This song was by Ari Abdul. It's called Baby Doll. The name Ari Abdul Yaya Baby Doll could be very significant. Look, I'm telling you, Pluto and transformation. You gotta forgive yourself. Some people want to come in with an apology. Okay, that's cool. Y'all don't have to reconcile. Y'all don't even have to talk. Because sometimes you got to protect your energy so much. Especially being a Queen of Cups. Sometimes you sacrifice yourself. So you need to play smarter, not harder. If you know talking to a person will potentially bring you back into taking it back in your life. Because you haven't built up the strength enough to do this and to do that. Then you need to play smarter, not harder. And decide, you know what? I'm not gonna talk to them. I'm not gonna da-da-da. If people was meant to be in your life, they will be in your life. You're a Queen of Cups. Some of y'all can be on your scientist shit. You know what I'm saying? You're very nurturing, but be mindful. Your energy is very expensive, and everybody, for the people who had got a piece, got a taste, they did not treat you well. They did not appreciate you. So who cares about them trying to apologize? Because 9 times out of 10, they don't mean that shit anyway. And for some of them, they could feel bad, but they still sorry as hell to the point to where they can't change. It's hard for some people. So they going to manipulate, they going to lie, and they going to act like they're apologetic because they just want something from you. Other people, they may want to be better. Some of them, they can't though. So regardless, okay, that's cool. You got some people who want to apologize to you. If they try to reach out, don't answer the phone. Don't talk. For some of y'all who need to forgive yourself for making choices that you knew you shouldn't have made, for going backwards or doing this, then just forgive yourself, because I promise you it's all just a learning experience. Be gentle with yourself, all right? A spider. Confirmation, because, man, sometimes we be hard-headed and we need to really, I don't know, these signs, it be in our face. Sometimes they gotta smack us so we can see for real. Because sometimes, baby, sometimes your highest self, like, look, when I get into earth, slap the shit out of me, all right? If I don't get, like baby, sometimes we'll probably freak out. Oh my gosh, it's a spider. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta get back connected for real. So you can erase all that fear and look at things as not being coincidental and, you know, stuff like that. See, that spider gonna bite somebody else. It ain't gonna bite you. Now, I ain't saying if you do get a spider bite, then da-da-da. But I'm just saying, sometimes these things that we're scared of, it's not harmful at all. Like, they be probably more scared of you than you're scared of it. I know you heard that saying before. It probably think you just concrete. They trying to find its way. Or maybe some things like this, it get caused to you. Like, some people attract snails, spiders, wasps. I for sure am the person that attracts wasps. I knew intuitively that wasps were like confirmations for me. In my ass, child, I'd be like, whew, all right, it's getting a little too close. All right, I'm going in the house. But yeah, maybe that's just calling you to get more in tune with self and to release fears and like all this stuff. Because there's people who literally be holding snakes in their hand, looking them dead in the eye. Look at this little guy, you guys. Whole time you like, oh hell no. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a mind thing, it's a spirit thing, it's a lot of things, right? So yeah, some of y'all, these illusions were surfacing in your family, right? Within your own home. But I feel like you experiencing a rebirth. Like, yep, mommy and daddy taught you about that, but now you're teaching yourself. And you should trust that. It's crazy how we trust other people more than we trust ourselves. The same people who can't even break the generational curses or be good people. You got to pay attention to what the hell how the hell you operating in life. Because you will look at yourself like, wait one damn minute. Facts. Page of Cups. Y'all are very creative. You're very intuitive. You need to trust in your intuition at this time. Yep. Something is successful, bro. I feel like you breaking away from the contracts and certain career things and commitments. And I'm seeing the planet Saturn come out here, which talks about responsibility and discipline. I'm seeing ego, vanity, and pride with integration and union. Y'all was connecting with people who still had ego and pride and all this stuff. Now all of a sudden, I'm telling you, but don't worry. These things appeared in your life for obviously a reason. But I'm seeing success is in your future, for sure. When it comes to self, when it comes to union, when it comes to prosperity, when it comes to your intuition, when it comes to karma, balance, and justice. I'm telling you. You're going to break a few people's hearts when you decide to move forward with your life and they never hear from you again, but they'll get over it. You got to remember, at the end of the day, you're not living for nobody else. You living for you. Shit, if they was meant to be around, they shouldn't have hurt you. They shouldn't have did some type of injustice. So really, only thing this is karma. Sometimes y'all don't be wanting people to have karma, but at this point, that's the only thing that's not up to you. We be so nice, don't even be wanting people to get karma. That's why it's a natural law and it gotta happen. So let these people get their karma. A lot of times people get their karma by no longer having access to you. No longer being able to live in a world that involves you. So the best revenge is no revenge. It's just really pulling your energy back and never allowing people to have access to you ever again. Period. Next thing you know, these people who weren't even on your level, the life that you once lived won't even exist, and not even those very people. Some people in the world already are experiencing it. Are you ready to experience it? Time will tell. Time will tell if you're going to finally free yourself or not, or if you're going to just go back into that pattern. But regardless of whichever one you are, be gentle with yourself. But something is here for you. Something is reserved for you. But something is justice for you. But you gotta allow it to happen. You gotta allow it. Shut up and listen. I'm telling y'all. You got people who really want to come back in your energy, but we don't have time for that. We trying to elevate. So yeah, messages for the collective regarding the people that they're regarding what I'm saying. Confirm what I'm saying, please. Look, building on solid foundation, community, creating magic for real, soul tribe energy, success, foundation. You're gonna attract better people. Y'all gonna be in alignment. The same people who've experienced what you've experienced, who have this awakening that you've had, to where they literally get it. High IQ, high EQ. Look. Alright, this song is called Shut Up and Listen by Nicholas Bonin, featuring Angelica. Whoever posted this is by Bored AF. I think this is the slowed and reverb version. Yep. Seeing a new job, promotion, you learning something. From the 10 of Swords. Don't worry. You won't be in this painful situation for long. But sometimes you have to take certain steps to get yourself out of the energy as well. Alright? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, balance. Some things may not be emotionally hindering you as much anymore, but it still left a stain on your brain. Maybe it's something that you can still feel hurt about, cry about, feel pain with. And you no longer need to experience that. So rid everybody from your life who's capable of dishing this out, who's not as awoken as you. Sadly, it will be most of your family, if not all, some of your friends, even from childhood, and the lovers who you probably still think you should give a chance. Why give somebody a chance who you never had to get a chance from nobody? You didn't dish out trauma to nobody. You deserve somebody who can reciprocate the energy. Once again, you always trying to save somebody, you nurturing, you abandon yourself. But you need to let these people, look, as much as it hurt, you need to let people go. God don't expect anything less. Of course, we know that you're going to be hurt, you're going to be sad, but eventually you'll move on. So instead of delaying something that's inevitable, just be strong, because you're strong. You act like you can't go through these things. You didn't went through the most heinous, hurtful things in life. Trust me, you can get past this, especially from people who showed you what they showed you. If they was a being like you, they'll be able to be around. So crying, sad because you got to cut people off, or no, you should be happy. You was mistaught, honey. You should be happy that you're coming into this energy, seeing clearly, cutting people off. All right. If you guys are wanting to get on the list, $7 questions, $25 readings, $50 readings. That is pretty much the collective. Look, I'm seeing a spark, a new start, a fresh start, new beginnings. Yep, beautiful. Security, beautiful, beautifully. Look, sometimes, just like how this happened in the past, look, y'all are closing out chapters. You're at the ending of a chapter. Something new is happening, and that's because you're going to be physically starting on it, or whatever the case may be. There's going to be an idea that comes up in your head. Yeah, some of y'all are dwelling emotionally, because I didn't see this 5 of Cups. That's why I had said what I said. I had only seen the 3 of Swords, but now since the 5 of Cups is coming out, yes, some of y'all are still dwelling on something emotionally. The things that didn't work out whole time, you don't see this behind you. You're too busy focusing on these things that didn't work out, and you don't even see this. This song is by Kendrick Lamar. It's called Pride. So parent your inner child. Be there for yourself. Step into this divine masculine energy. You playing chess, not checkers, honey. You don't have time to keep on abandoning yourself and putting your trust in humans. Put your trust in you. Heal this pain and move forward in your life. Learn the lessons and never go through these things again. Then you'll be attracting people who are on your level. High Priestess, walking in your truth, getting clarity. All right, ain't no more illusions and all that other stuff. First, it's the truth. It's the awakening. You gotta awaken, and I feel like you're on that path now. High Priestess. Wrestling or something like that could be significant. Don't allow people to destiny swap with you. Yep. If you want to get on the list, honey, $7 questions. All right, I do return the collective's energy back to them, and I release my energy back to me. Thank you guys for joining in, double tapping the screen, gifting, sharing, following. I do appreciate it. If you guys are wanting to get on the list, $7 questions, $25 readings, and $50 readings. You're so welcome. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much the collective, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I should be uploading some videos to my YouTube soon, so just be on the lookout for that. Once again, link in bio for payment options, YouTube, Instagram, my backup TikTok, like whatever the case may be. Website, which also has my reviews on there. If you guys want to go on my website, scroll down to the comment area, which is on the very first page, and leave your feedback for how the collective went. You can. All right, if you want to get your own personal, you can just let me know in the chat so I can know to stay on live. But other than that, that is what I have. I just smell freedom. I smell freedom for the collective. I smell the collective coming into the life that is so magical, it's so beautiful. And that's what I was gonna say. You haven't even felt it yet or seen it yet. And sometimes before, in your, like, earlier on in life, you couldn't see the future. You couldn't fathom the future. And I feel like it's similar to this situation, like in the present moment. Baby, you will not be able to fathom what your life is going to be, but it is going to be something beautiful, especially if you continue to operate from your truth and you just move forward and, like, give yourself this justice, okay? This is meant for you. Have a good night, love. This is meant for you. You deserve this. This is reserved for you. Only you are able to. This is meant for you. But the thing is, we have free will. We can go a whole nother route, a whole nother path. Keep that in mind. You're so welcome. Don't forget to follow me, you guys, or you'll never see my face again. I'll see you in the next one. And if I'm off alive by the time you decide to get a reading, you can just message me and we can get you a personal read, or I can just get back on live later when my phone charges up. All right, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your lifetime. Sending you love, light, and all things grand. Stay safe and dangerous. Bye. The last song, it says, "This house is not the same," with Sweet Boy. I'm telling you, outgrowing a lot of things, honey. You're outgrowing a lot of things.